Ain't playing with nobody. You step in that ring with him, be prepared.
Oh my God! All day. There you go. That's it. That's it.
There you go. Round.
Fighter is his experience, his toughness, his cardio. He has a lot of heart, and he knows that I'm coming to win, and they're saying that this is the hardest he's ever been training.
Peeling back in terms of some of that discipline. But, you know, if training camp happens, you know, if he's locked in and he's looking to make a show and try and knock this guy out, I wouldn't be surprised either. Does he have the gas? Yeah. Even though he's dealing with a bigger guy, you know, it's still, he's been 10, 12 rounds in real fights. Jake hasn't. Jake has shown that he's got tired out in fights.
Jake Paul's confidence is impossible to miss as he prepares for his upcoming clash with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Famous for his outspoken nature and fearless energy, Jake continues to make bold moves leading up to fight night. His arrival close to Tank's training camp has only added more fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Gervonta is focused and relentless, fine-tuning his power and precision with every session.
So right now, I just want to see what he brings to us. We just got off the plane. You know, a lot of work yesterday from the interviews and stuff, so I want to see how he react. 2 sparring partners, and rounds is unknown.
All right, y'all. Let's go.
When they watch us in here working, they saying we going bang, 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 bang.
There you go. Good. There you go.
When he get in that ring, he's on a mission. Because he understands that he got to put his pants on, training wheels going. We got what you asked for. Let's get it now.
Paul is putting in the hardest work of his career, training with relentless focus and discipline. He insists that this camp stands apart from all his previous ones, hinting at new techniques and sharper combinations that fans haven't seen before. With improved footwork and refined timing, Jake believes he's on the verge of delivering a performance that will stun the boxing world, especially when he steps in against Gervonta Davis.
Pick him apart, and people are going to be able to see the skill set that I've been working on in the gym that I haven't been able to showcase in recent fights yet.
For Gervonta Davis, this fight goes far beyond money or publicity. It's about pride and legacy. Facing Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer who's made headlines with his unexpected victories, Tank sees this matchup as a personal mission. The undefeated champion has pushed himself through an intense, unforgiving training camp, determined to eliminate every possible weakness. His focus and drive make it clear, this one is different. Boxing analyst Paulie Malignaggi noted that while Jake's fights aren't scripted, his team often picks opponents with a strategic edge in mind. But this time, he's stepping in with a fighter who thrives under real pressure. For Tank, the stakes couldn't be higher. One mistake could become viral history. That thought alone fuels his determination to remind the world why he's one of the most dangerous men in boxing.
Knockouts. People like knockouts. They don't care if you're knocking out cab drivers. Look at Jake Paul's career.
You can manufacture that though. You can manufacture that though. You can manufacture.
You can't manufacture.
To a degree, you can. To a degree. I mean, you can't. Yeah, Gervonta legitimately cannot get knockouts. I agree. He can punch, but there's a lot of limited knockout artists though, man.
He's one of the least active punchers in the game with the highest knockout percentage of current heavyweight.
But if he was a real knockout artist, if he was a real knockout artist, prop him up against the best of the best. Felix Trinidad was a knockout artist. He was knocking out the best of the best. If you're a real knockout artist, prop him up against the best and show us how he smokes them. But the way we did when Felix Trinidad was doing it. You know, the way they did even when Mike Tyson was doing it in his prime. Okay, say what you want about the Mike Tyson era. He knocked out everyone from 1986 to 1989. Everyone got knocked out. Everyone.
But by your standard, you could say that Tyson was to a degree manufactured.
No, because he fought everyone that was there. Everyone that was there.
Teddy Atlas will 100% agree with this.
With the expense of
he would say the guys that were afraid of him.
With the exception of Witherspoon. No, but they all doesn't matter. He knocked them all out. There was nobody you could say in that era except maybe Witherspoon, who had contract
say the same thing about
who had contract issues with King at the time. Oh, except for Witherspoon, there is nobody Tyson didn't fight in that era. He knocked them all out. You can't say like, oh, but if he would have fought that guy, I don't know. No, with Davis, there's guys right now that have been hanging around for years. Yo, dude, when you gonna fight them? The lightweight division was stacked with talent. Even at 130, it had a lot of talent when he was there. Didn't fight almost any of them. So it's not the same thing as the Tyson era. You want to say anything about Tyson era? Fine. It wasn't as high level.
Teofimo Lopez, one of boxing's top talents, shared a candid take on the matchup, suggesting that it should be viewed more as entertainment than a traditional sporting event. He pointed out that the weight difference and celebrity spotlight turned the fight into more of a spectacle, something built to grab attention rather than influence rankings or official records. According to Lopez, this bout reflects the modern era of boxing, where entertainment value often takes center stage. While many fans agree with his perspective, others believe Gervonta Davis's pride won't allow him to take it lightly. His competitive spirit ensures he treats every fight as serious business. Lopez's comments underline how the sport has evolved. Fighters like Jake Paul continue to blur the boundary between showmanship and competition, bringing millions of new eyes to boxing, even if the purists aren't always impressed.
Matchup, it's fun for the sport of boxing. It makes it fun, it makes it entertaining. That's what it's all about, you know. And may the best man win. It's an exhibition, regardless. It doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Yeah. We need to see you and Tank though. It has to happen.
What happened?
It has to happen. You and Tank.
We'll see, man. It's up to the champ. He's the champ, right? He's fighting. He's a celebrity champ.
A former sparring partner of Jake Paul recently issued a strong warning about the upcoming fight. He claimed that Jake has never gone up against the kind of raw, destructive force that Gervonta "Tank" Davis brings into the ring. According to him, Jake's confidence stems largely from his success against MMA opponents, fighters who simply don't match Tank's lightning-fast speed, sharp timing, or pinpoint accuracy. He explained that Tank's knockout power isn't just about brute force. It's the explosive precision behind every punch that makes him so dangerous. While Jake may feel his size gives him an edge, one clean shot from Tank could completely shift that mindset. The sparring partner's comments echo what many in the boxing world already believe. Jake Paul is stepping into the most dangerous fight of his career against a born finisher who thrives when the pressure is at its highest.
I think, honestly, man, like every single time, you know, people said that Jake would get finished or he would lose a fight, he obviously proved everybody wrong. But I genuinely believe this time, I think that, you know, with Gervonta's boxing IQ and him having Jake come down a little bit in weight, I think Gervonta will beat him, honestly. I think Gervonta will hurt him. I think he'll just use IQ. He'll tire him out a little bit. And, you know, I think he'll land. You know, Gervonta knows how to touch his opponents. But it's interesting because when Floyd fought Logan, the size really made a big, you know, impact. And you saw Floyd struggle, you know, against a big, you know, Ohio corn-fed, you know, wrestling strong dude. And, you know, I've sparred Jake and Logan before, and, you know, they train hard.
You're picking Tank by knockout?
Look, I sparred them years ago. They're much better than when I sparred them. They're athletes, you know, they train really hard.
Former world champion Tim Bradley shed light on the heavy personal and professional pressures Gervonta Davis faces beyond the cameras. He reminded fans that boxers aren't machines. They carry years of emotional strain and physical wear from living under constant public scrutiny. Bradley expressed empathy for Tank, noting that nonstop criticism from the media and social platforms can wear down even the strongest fighters, often impacting focus and performance. Still, Tank continues to push forward, turning that pressure into fuel during training. Bradley suggested that if Gervonta can maintain emotional control and stay disciplined, his natural skill and experience will expose Jake Paul's lack of depth in the ring. His message was clear. While Jake thrives on fame and social media, buzz, Tank carries the expectations of a sport that demands greatness every time he steps through the ropes.
Tank, you know what I mean? I was misinformed. You know, you gotta know what somebody's going through, man, or have gone through, and where they've ended up. Now, you have to understand that. You gotta understand their DNA, you know, and we as fans, we fail to realize that. We as commentators and fanboys and all that, like, we all don't do that. We don't do our research. You know, you gotta know about somebody's history. So, like, if you understand where Tank came from, if you understand his background, then you understand how he thinks and why he feels the way he feels. You know, you do. So, I mean, for instance, like his parents, right? His parents were drug addicts, in and out of the system, in and out of jail. You know, he lived with his grandmother. You know, like, you gotta understand when he started boxing, why he started boxing. Understand that, you know, that what the influence that Calvin has had on his life, and how if their relationship isn't great, how that affects him. And this is not making any excuses, people. This isn't. I'm not making no excuses. I'm just giving you what I think, and I'm giving you the facts surrounding all of this. You know, I remember back in 2012, you know, I'm living right. I'm living civil. I'm taking care of my business. I feel like I'm doing everything right. You know, I'm living right. I'm saying all the right things.
The promotional buildup surrounding this fight has been massive. From non-stop interviews to social media clips and intense training footage dominating every platform. However, reports suggest that ticket sales haven't matched the online hype, moving slower than expected. Despite all the attention, many fans appear reluctant to spend top dollar for seats. Analysts believe that some viewers view the matchup as more of an entertainment spectacle than a traditional boxing contest, which could explain the slower turnout. Still, the promotion shows no signs of slowing down. Both Jake's celebrity influence and Gervonta's championship reputation are being leveraged to keep the fight in constant headlines. This situation captures the strange reality of modern boxing. Overwhelming online interest doesn't always lead to packed arenas. Even so, both camps are banking on global pay-per-view buys and streaming audiences to make the event a major financial success.
The promo is fire. And when this fight first got announced, I told y'all, the promo, when they start promoting it, it is going to be fire. The promo will be better than the fight, right? Because obviously, I don't like the fight. I'm not a fan of the fight. I cannot stand the decision for Tank to go in this direction, although I understand it, right? I understand it because I understand the business behind it. So I get all of that. But the promo is fire. If you go watch it, the way that is shot, the production of it looks very, very top of the line, top shelf, as you would expect from a company as big as Netflix, which is a $530 billion company. So they have the budget, they have the money to make sure their production is A1. Obviously, as a Tank Davis fan, paying attention to him in the promo, the young man looks in good spirits. He looks like he's in a good headspace, and he doesn't look like he's unhappy to be there, which bodes well for the prospects of him continuing his boxing career, I guess, not retiring. And I think that as he gets closer to the fight, as the fight happens, he'll be in his happy place. And I expect for Tank fans, for boxing fans, to get really good news after Tank Davis and Jake Paul share the ring and they do the post-fight press conference. I think that a lot of people will probably be happy with the outcome of what Tank Davis has to say after that fight. But the promo is fire. It's just a trailer. It's up on the Netflix YouTube channel. Go check it out if you haven't already. Really enjoyed watching that promo. Watched it a couple of times. And as I said, I'm paying attention to the press conferences. I'm paying attention to the build-up because I feel like there's a...
Analysts have often noted Jake Paul's strategic approach to opponent selection, choosing fighters with recognizable names but limited risk. His decision to take on Gervonta Tank Davis fits that strategy perfectly. The matchup guarantees media buzz and excitement while allowing Jake to say he's testing himself against a proven champion. During their recent face-off, many couldn't help but notice the clear size difference between the two. Jake stood taller and broader, while Tank, smaller and compact, radiated a quiet confidence. Commentators described the scene as both surprising and slightly tense, emphasizing how the contrast in stature told its own story. Yet true boxing, fans know that size doesn't determine who lands the decisive blow. Tank's composed demeanor hinted at what's to come, a reminder that his knockout power often reaches far beyond his weight class.
Why are you not fighting guys your own fucking size? Look at this, John. This is embarrassing. And not to mention, Georgia already said, no, you can't have this fight here. So they moved it somewhere else. Dave, do you know where they moved the fight? Can you look it up? This is embarrassing. Look, he actually put his hands on his knees and he was still the same height, maybe a little bit taller than Gervonta Davis. I mean, I'm all in on Gervonta. I want Gervonta to win this fight. I want him to hit. I mean, I'm not saying he can knock him out, but I think if he hits him to the body a couple times, John, he may be able to catch him. A lazy jab or something, you know, he might be able to pop him to the body and get him good. I'm hoping. Jake Paul down with a body shot.
Oh man.
Oh geez.
Could you imagine?
I would it'd be great.
It's a win right there.
It'd be fucking great.
Miami.
Oh, they moved to Florida. Makes sense. You know, the only place that opened up during COVID makes sense. I mean, what's your thoughts on this fight? I know it's an exhibition. I believe it's rounds.
Look at Gervonta Davis is a hell of a fighter, but he's, you know, and I think that the one thing that Jake Paul is really going to have to try to figure out in this fight is how do I catch this little son of a bitch, because he's fast, and you know, Gervonta, I would, you know, I'm not telling Gervonta Davis to, you know, cut down in weight like he normally does. Just get in shape. Whatever you weigh, you weigh. Don't try to add weight. There's not enough time for you to add good weight that's not going to make you tighter and anything like that. So just come in at your normal, walk around, good weight. You've been training hard.